Here we are, back for another bow hunting season at the family farm in Ohio.
My daddy taught the way of life I passed down to my kids. Showed me how to shoot and hunt and fish and how to live. Said I was born for the great outdoors, but the choice is up to you. Man, I always choose the outdoor option. Outdoor option. The outdoor option. Outdoor option. The outdoor option. That's the life I choose, the outdoor option.
The Outdoor Option is brought to you by Rhino Blinds, the toughest blind on the market today, and that's no bull. LidCam, get the shot every time. Sheffield Financial, personal service, it's that simple. T-Rex, ferociously strong tape. Skag Power Equipment, simply the best. Capsule Feeders, the original sit and fill feeder. TenPoint Crossbow Technologies, there is no substitute. And Rhino Coolers, the best way to keep it cool longer.
Here we are, back for another bow hunting season at the family farm in Ohio.
It took a while, but we finally got my bow sighted in, and we're ready to go hunting.
Supplemental feeding in the state of Ohio is a huge asset for hunters. We like to use the capsule feeders, and as you can see, the deer love them.
We couldn't have asked for more perfect weather. I wish I could hunt in this all the time. We had plenty of bucks show up, but none of them were the ones I wanted.
Well, we have 6 bucks out in front of us, but none of them are big enough to shoot. We were hoping the big buck that we were going to see, that we've been seeing on the trail cams, would come out. But he just didn't show up today. There's one buck that was just a little bit too small. Next year they'll all be really great bucks if they survive, and hopefully we'll get back out on it and the big buck will come out.
Closed captioning provided by LidCam. Get the shot every time. This segment of The Outdoor Option is brought to you by T-Rex, ferociously strong tape.
We all know that when it comes to hunting and fishing, things don't always go according to plan. I always like to keep a roll of T-Rex tape in my backpack for when things like this pop up. So say you're crossing a river with some sharp rock edges. You might get a hole in your boot. But a little bit of T-Rex tape. You'll be good to go in no time.
This is our third bow hunt of this fall, and I'm really excited. We came prepared. We put apples out for the deer to come. Last year when I got my big 16 point, the apples brought us good luck. That's the biggest buck I've ever got. Shannon. So we're hoping that one of these bucks steps out tonight and I get a shot with my TenPoint crossbow, my big one, and I'm just ready to get it done.
All the bucks we saw this year are going to be monster bucks next year.
This property has been a second home to me since I could first walk, and I know every single animal that's on it, except for this thing. I have no idea what kind of bird this is.
Even though I didn't get a buck this year with my TenPoint crossbow, this gives me an opportunity to gun hunt in Ohio.
I know we say it all the time, but it sure does feel good to be back here in our home state of Ohio, on our home turf. My first evening sit of this bow season. Got my 10-point carbon nitro RDX, all cocked and ready to go, sitting over a food plot where I've seen a couple of really nice bucks, good shooters coming in here almost every evening. And I'm back in the same stand that I shot my nice 8-point last year during the rut. So it's a common feeding area and travel route for these deer here. And I'm just looking forward to a good evening sit, whether we get one or not. Just being out here and seeing what happens. So keep our fingers crossed and hope for the best.
Stay connected with the Outdoor Option team. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We'd love to hear from you and see your pictures.
This segment of the Outdoor Option is brought to you by TenPoint Crossbow Technologies.
Hi folks, this is Dan Reaser with the Outdoor Option. I'm here today to show you how to properly cock your 10-point crossbow with its patented AccuJaw cocking system. First thing you do is you always secure your foot into the bottom of the foot holder. There's an engage and disengage button on the back of the AccuJaw system. So you disengage it, you take the yoke, and you slide it down over the strings properly for proper alignment. You engage the AccuJaw system and you pull the handle that's stored into the back of the stock. You prepare to cock it all the way up until it clicks into the safety. Then you disengage it and slowly back off. You put your crank back into the stock. You bring the yoke back into the storage spot right here. Hit engage again, and you're ready for your bolt. so it's all ready to shoot that big buck of a lifetime. For more information, go to TenPointCrossbows.com, and we'll see you next time on The Outdoor Option.
This is starting to be like some serious deja vu, because this is now my 4th sit up here in the same stand this year, but it's just such a good location in the center of our property. We're getting tons of trail cam pictures of big bucks coming in here, and it's just a matter of time when one will make a mistake and come out, get within bow range during the daylight. We came close last time. I had 2 shooter bucks show up right at dark, but they're chasing does like crazy right now, not worrying about the food as much. So hopefully with this cold snap, down to 28 degrees last night, it's only been a high of 45 today. Hopefully it gets them hungry and gets the does moving early and brings them into range. So we put a little bit extra food out tonight, trying to attract them in closer.
So after a few days of hunting and seeing all kinds of deer, we finally see one of the bucks we are after. Unfortunately, this buck worked his way downwind and caught my scent and wanted nothing to do with coming into bow range.
Man, what an exciting hunt. That's what I love about the rut. Just ran out of shooting light. We had that really nice 10-point come in. He's one of the bucks we've been looking for. And they are just running super hard right now, and I have been concerned about coming into our food plots to eat. There was a doe over here to my left that he just locked onto, and I don't know if he was catching a little bit of our wind mixed in, but he wanted nothing to do with coming over here. So just waiting to get picked up here, get back at it in the morning, and see if first morning out of the year will bring us luck. Once again, it's been another exciting rut hunt down here in southern Ohio. It's actually my first morning hunt of the season, and it was really cold, like 24 degrees when we woke up this morning. It's almost 9:15 and there's still frost on the ground. We've seen deer nonstop, a couple different bucks, and they are completely wound up in the rut right now. So we're gonna give it another hour, hour and a half here. Otherwise, it looks like I might be gun hunting this year after all.
The Outdoor Option is brought to you by these fine sponsors. This segment of the Outdoor Option is brought to you by Sheffield Financial.
Well, I was able to sneak one last bow hunt in before gun season opens tomorrow morning. It's late November. We're set up here looking over a big open field where a nice new kid on the block has showed up the last few nights. He's a real high 9-point, big white tines, and we're hoping that he shows up here again tonight. And if not, we'll hunt the gun season this week, but we're gonna give it one last shot. Try to get one down here before it gets chaotic with all the hunters in the woods tomorrow. Got my 10-point crossbow. Gonna try to do some damage tonight. See if we can get a big buck down here in Ohio. RDX, baby. Yes. Oh my gosh, we've seen so many deer tonight. We've had a nice broken off 8-point. We've had a ton of does, turkeys, everything. And you couldn't ask for a better night. Perfect southwest wind, cool night, calm. You can hear everything. And we knew that there was a big buck around here, although the deer were all acting like there was. I look out the window to the right and coming out the road, the only deer to come out that road was this big, massive buck. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. The day before, opening day of gun season here in Ohio, we said we're gonna give it one last try with the bow. Brought the 10-point carbon nitro RDX out and got it done. Yes, perfect shot. Arrow sticking right there with the lighted knock sticking up. We're gonna go find this buck. That's a good sign. Blood on the fletching. Should be, look at all the blood sprayed right here from where I went through them. Can you see all that? Look at the blood all, like this is why I said I could see blood everywhere. See it all up here, all through here. Well, they know, these deer, they know how to pick up the trails. It's a real heavy trail and he ran right for it. So he came, this is where we saw him go out of sight. He came all the way down to these tall weeds. We have an ATV trail here and the blood trail cuts pretty much straight downhill, so he shouldn't be too far right up here. I'm just being very optimistic because I know that I put a good shot and I've never seen this much blood in a blood trail before, so he's got to be pretty close. There he is laying right down there. I was getting worried there for a second. I've never seen this much blood before, but it was starting to thin out, but I knew he couldn't be far. And I see his white belly sticking up right there. Come on, let's go look at him. Oh yeah. Like I said, I'm surprised with a shot like this that he went this far, but can't go wrong with the 10-point crossbow. I tell you, bow hunting here in Ohio is just about as good as it gets.
it's really a hidden gem, but at the same time, a mecca for these big bucks. And it really just feels extra special to come down here after you put in all the hard work at your own property to get a buck like this. And you know, I got this new Carbon Nitro RDX from TenPoint this year, and I just was really destined to get one with a crossbow and use this year to get a nice buck. And believe it or not, I was actually going to try to use my RDX tomorrow during gun season. That's how bad I wanted to get one with it, and I'm just glad it paid off tonight. So can't beat a 10-point crossbow. They truly are the best there is. Next week on The Outdoor Option, it's gun season in Ohio, and both my dad and Shannon have a tag to fill.